Congratulations on your purchase of an Anchor Wizard, the ultimate boat anchoring system. To mount your new Anchor Wizard, first you want to establish the position that best serves your need. When doing so, ensure that the first pulley can be aligned with the center of the spool and that the handle can be operated without obstruction. Once you've located this positioning for your Anchor Wizard, mark your first hole with a pick punch and drill that hole, making sure to use the appropriate size drill bit for your application. After drilling that first hole, select one of the jack nuts that are supplied in your mounting kit and verify that the hole is in fact the right size diameter. Jack nuts expand when you tighten them, so this step is critical to ensure a good solid mount. After verifying the size of your drill hole, hand tighten the jack nut onto one of the mounting bolts and then place the entire unit back over the hole and begin tightening your first bolt. Remember to just hand tighten the jack nut up against the base of the Anchor Wizard. Utilize a tool to further tighten it only after you've placed it into your pre-drilled hole. Once you've completely tightened and expanded your first jack nut, mark your second hole and then remove the unit to drill it. At this point, it's important to note that you should resist the urge to mark all of the holes and attempt to drill them all at once. Very often in the marking and drilling step, shifting will occur, and if you drill all the holes at the same time, you may find out they fail to line up with your mounting base when you attempt to assemble. Now that you have the first two bolts in, go ahead and mark the next one and then repeat the process. Again, just like when you're on the water, one at a time is good fishing when it comes to drilling these bolt holes and mounting that plate. It takes a little longer, but you'll get it right the first time. Now that your base unit is installed, you can go ahead and mount the pulleys using a small drill and the self-tapping screws that are supplied. And again, make sure you mount that first pulley in the center of your Anchor Wizard spool. This will ensure that your rope will evenly wind back up on the unit when you use it out on the water. When you're mounting an Anchor Wizard Junior, our clampable portable unit, the process is still the same. However, we do suggest using a filler block of metal or wood to spread the clamping pressure on a thin-hulled boat. Other than that, you do exactly the same thing. Set up your unit, make sure it's straight up and down, and then, just like before, go ahead and install your pulleys, keeping in mind that the first one needs to line up with the center of your spool. Next, install the remaining pulleys, and keep in mind the better job you do of following the contour of your boat, the less likely the anchor rope will get in your way when you're fishing. Lastly, put the nose piece off the bow of your boat, mark the holes and drill, then just simply bolt it down with the supplied hardware. And that's it. Tie on the anchor of your choice and you're ready to go. Another popular configuration for the Anchor Wizard is to deploy it out the back of the boat. This setup is favored by many bass fishermen as well as those who have a front-mounted trolling motor, and this configuration can provide the ultimate in boat control. The drilling and mounting process are done exactly the same as if you were placing it out the front, only obviously this time you put the nose piece off one of the rear corners. And once again, within just minutes, you're ready to go fishing. Some mounting conditions require a secondary support plate. This is generally due to the design of the boat in which you wish to mount the unit, and in these cases, we suggest you pick a location that again is serviceable and check for obstructions to make sure you're not drilling into any electrical or fuel lines. After that, simply clamp your plate in place and detach with self-tapping screws and/or nuts and bolts, making sure that your base plate is large enough and strong enough to carry the Anchor Wizard. Once you have your base plate installed, follow the main installation procedures as outlined previously. Mark and drill your mounting holes one at a time. Make sure you put that first pulley in line with your reel and then run your rope up to your nose piece. On this particular installation, it should be noted this owner decided to run his rope through a conduit so he wouldn't get caught on it. It's one of 1,000 different configurations you could use to customize your own installation. And again, once you've run your rope, locate, center, drill, and mount your nose piece, keeping in mind you need a good solid base to hold it. And one other point of interest, the small pulley on the nose piece needs to be shifted to the side away from the Anchor Wizard. This ensures the rope runs up the center of the nose piece and allows it to function properly. Friends, there's even an Anchor Wizard that fits over the quick disconnect plate of most Minn Kota style trolling motors, be it the MKA21 button type mount or the MKA16 slide in. There's an Anchor Wizard unit that attaches directly to those, no drilling, just pop it on and go. The Anchor Wizard also offers different size spools, the large circumference spool for picking up line in a hurry, or the smaller circumference spool for lifting heavier anchors and working in deeper water, and they all fit the same handles. That's why we call it the ultimate anchoring system. Well, that about does it. Friends, we truly hope this small program has helped you to install your Anchor Wizard Ultimate Boat Anchoring System. If you still have questions or need special mounting hardware, please feel free to go to our website and check out the detailed information listed there, as well as a contact spot so you can tell us if you're having a special problem. And thank you again for your purchase.